Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So winter passed by, we are already into our summers. As our skincare routine definitely changed, our makeup do as well. If you are someone who has an excessive oily skin, do feel a lot of sebum secretion onto the skin, feel the humidity around you, have a super sweaty skin, and all in all, if you are combination to super oily skin, this video is made for you. So in today's video, you're going to be discovering some beautiful base products well made for combination to oily skin. You will have a perfect base going through the day. You really don't have to lift up that handkerchief of yours or tissue and keep wiping off your face every 30 minutes. So yes, these products are like foolproof makeup products, tried and tested, because I am a combination to oily skin. And without any further ado, let's get started. Before I happen to show you the first product, I am a combination to oily and a super sweaty skin in summers. I am a combination to oily and dry skin in winters. And I do happen to feel a lot humid around me as the weather changes from summer to monsoon and I stay in Delhi. I have an aging skin as well. So all of the products which I'm going to show you today, they all perform absolutely wonderful onto my skin, and I would highly recommend you can use all of these products strictly in summers. Some of the products you can definitely carry forward to your monsoons and winters. Talking about the first product is a sunscreen and cum primer. Now why I'm recommending this product, because a lot of combination to oily skin people hesitate to put a sunscreen. Very basic reasons हैं, because you tend to get white cast, your skin gets more oily, more creasy, and your pores tend to feel more clogged. But this interesting product by Nykaa, the Nykaa Skin RX Ultra Matte Dry Touch, I myself have to repurchase it. So this is the SPF 50 PA++ sunscreen. So this is a product which is a sunscreen and a primer. As you take out the product, you will instantly feel that you have put a primer, not a sunscreen. So this is how the product looks like, and it just gets absorbs into the skin. Now another beautiful thing about this product is that it will not make you feel heavy. It gives you that nice base to work on. It is definitely pore filling. It definitely gives you that blurriness onto the skin, and your foundation really sticks well to this product. Now this product is non-sticky, non-creasy, and it definitely holds up the makeup really well. So if you avoid multi-layering in summers onto your skin, then you can just go in with this product. This is all-in-one product, so you get a sunscreen as well as a primer, and it just holds up your makeup really well. This is something which I used thoroughly my last summer, and I must tell you, when I was using this, I was only using this. So yes, a beautiful product, well done, and for this summer it is a must-have. Another interesting primer, and a primer I suggest every combination to oily skin must have, is this Milani No Pore Zone primer. It's the proper silicone based primer, nothing less than you get here. A little product goes a long way. This is the silicone primer. I am putting it onto the existing dry touch sunscreen, and you see nothing moved, it just sat onto the skin really well. Now if you are someone combination to oily skin, get it, because this definitely controls the sebum onto the skin. Because it is silicone based, it will not allow your sebum to instantly peek out your skin, and you can see that oil settled onto the skin. So this definitely holds up your sebum. Now since it is a silicone base, again it is pore filling, pore minimizing, and it gives a smooth base to work on. It works beautiful with your sunscreen, your moisturizer, and any other foundation you prefer putting. It will support everything, because I've tested this primer with every single foundations of mine. Now I love this primer for specifically summers because it is silicone based, and since we are already using a lot of other skincare products which will give that hydration, this really balances out. So yes, you have your own oils, you have your other skincare products, and then you have this primer to basically balance everything and give you a perfect base during the day, and it really holds up the makeup really well. So if you are someone combination to oily and have an aging skin, you can definitely invest in here for this summer, because this is a beautiful primer. Another beautiful primer, but a primer which I highly recommend. Use it only into your summers. Winters it may tend to flake up, is this Sugar Cosmetic Prime Sublime Anti-Aging Primer. You can see the texture of this primer. I've been using this primer a lot. Now the reason I said why not winters, because again it is like a very jelly like primer, and it is again creamy yet a little silicone-y. And you see this, and you have to basically push in the product like this, like this. So there is a way you put a primer. When you push, just let it sit for like 2 seconds, and then you can gently do this, and there you have your primer. The one thing which you will notice with this primer is not a very flat out silicone based primer. It has a little bit of creaminess to it, which really feels a little more sticky than the other primer which I happen to show you. Now this primer gets crumbly if you over rub it onto the skin. So there is a technique to put this primer. I showed it to you, use it that way, it just sits beautifully. Again, a primer is well made for people who tend to feel ki acha, I don't want to put a very silicone or a very matte primer, but I want to have something in between. You go ahead with this one, because not everyone is a fan of a silicone based primer. Then you buy this one. This has anti-aging properties as well. This will again hold up your makeup really well during the day, gives you a nice base to work on. This is not, I did not feel this is more of a pore filling. If you have very huge pores, then it may not do the best job, but for me it does a good job, because I don't have like huge pores onto the skin. So yes, if you are someone who's looking for an affordable primer which is pore filling, pore minimizing, gives you a little bit of hydration, and gives you a nice sticky and a smooth base to work on, then go ahead with this one. This can be really well combined with the super matte and matte foundations, because then it balances out that hydration level on the foundation as well as your skin. So yes, a beautiful primer, again well made for summers. Quickly moving into this video, next up I have two beautiful foundations. One of the foundation I'm wearing onto my skin, and it is strictly made for summers and combination to oily skin. Dry skin people, keep yourself away if you are watching this video. I've done a complete dedicated review, so watch the detailed review. Now quickly talking about this interesting foundation, the Love Child Masaba Lights Camera Foundation 4K matte finish. You will get that 4K matte finish. You can tell I'm wearing it onto my skin. Now you have beautiful shades to choose here. You have, I think, 18 shades to choose from, and all of the 18 shades are beautiful, catering Indian skin tone. Talking about the formula in itself, it is a matte foundation, full coverage foundation. Do not need a concealer to conceal anything. You can just pick up this foundation and cover everything. Like today I had a big patch, a small patch here. This foundation could do it. I did not have to pick up a concealer to fix it. So this foundation avoids the multi-layering of that concealer and corrector. If you still have like a very pigmented face, then you might as well go in with your corrector, but you really don't need a concealer with this foundation. It just covers everything, and your layering also reduces, which definitely gives you that a proper finish, and your makeup stays really well during the day. So yes, this is a foundation which I highly recommend you use it in summers. This is something which I have been wearing constantly, because when I'm filming for straight up to 6 to 7 hours, I really want a base like this, and I don't want to do those 30-minute touch-ups every 30 minutes, which I end up doing. With this one, I do not touch my powder at all. It just stays well. Now this makeup I'm wearing almost 2.5 hours, and not a single touch-up I've done on my face. So it's like a wow foundation for combination to oily skin, dry skin, textured skin. Keep yourself away from this foundation. This will enhance everything onto your skin. Dry skin, you will start to see the foundation is flaking onto the skin. So other than that, for combination to oily, And for this summers, this is a beautiful foundation. Since I have shown you a little expensive foundation into drugstore, there is an affordable version which again I am obsessed. This foundation also does not need a concealing. This is an all-in-one foundation, the Reloved Revolution Super Matte Foundation. It's the 2-in-1 foundation and concealer which will give you full coverage. OMG foundation है ये, बजट में हो, डिस्काउंट मिल जाएगा इस प्रोडक्ट पे. आई माई सेल्फ गॉट इट फॉर 50% डिस्काउंट. आई जस्ट गॉट इट फॉर 300 rupees. You can only have 7 shades to choose here, but this is the foundation, again something which I wear the most when I'm going out for any evening function in this summer. This is the foundation I wear. Reason being, it's not super drying, it's not super hydrating. As the foundation says, it is a super matte foundation, but it just stays on point. The other day I went for an evening function and I was so scared, but I still wore the foundation, and I just checked myself while returning, and I attended the function for close to 7 hours. This was spick and span. No sebum secretion I saw onto my face, and my face was looking the way I did my makeup. So yes, this is again a beautiful foundation made for combination to oily skin and dry skin, and this foundation is going to just make your summer so easy. You can wear this foundation to your office, you can wear this foundation to a function, and this foundation does look a more natural finish onto the skin, but giving you that full coverage. One thing to keep in mind, this foundation does oxidizes to a darker shade, so even if you go wrong with a shade, like you buy a lighter shade like a 0.5 or something, you be rest assured वो oxidize होके it will look just like your skin tone. So yes, a beautiful foundation which I discovered this year and I fall in love with it. I think I have to repurchase it soon because I'm already halfway through. So yes, a foundation which is well made for combination to oily skin. To have a perfect base, invest in good base products. That includes your primer and foundation. So I've shown you very few to the point and the products which work on point, 100 on 100, foolproof in summers and onto combination to oily skin. So without any hesitation, you can grab any of the products, but if you're still interested into detailed review, everything is onto my channel. Now talking about the finishing touches onto the skin, you always need to have a perfect setting powder. Now not everyone set their face with a setting powder, but I personally feel if you are a combination to oily skin, please pick up that setting powder and carry it with yourself. You're going outside, just carry that powder. You are doing your makeup in the house and you want to set your face, set it with that setting powder. Do follow this routine. You will definitely see a little more better skin as well. Now the first powder is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Powder Foundation. So this is a powder foundation and a setting powder. So I can do my base with it, even I can set my face with it. So today after my foundation, I did set my face with it. That is why it is still spick and span. Now this is a beautiful powder which can give you like a nice no makeup base if you don't want to wear foundation, a liquid foundation, and if you are someone who just want to set her face, you can do that as well. This is a matte powder which is going to give you mattifying touch to the skin. Now this one does not make your skin feel dry or flaky during the day. It just instantly sets everything and you're good to go for next 3 to 4 hours if you're doing like in between touch-ups. अगर morning में से लगा लिया तो you're sorted for 4 to 5 hours easily if you're a super oily and a super sweaty skin. Now a powder which I highly recommend, reason being it is easily available. You have a lot of shades to choose here, and something which I also went back and repurchased. I have talked about a lot of powder foundations in the past. You can check out the older videos. I really don't want to repeat the powders again and again, but this is something which I've been lately using a lot compared to what I have in my vanity, the other brands. and this really saves the day. So if you haven't tried this one for this summer, grab this one, you are sorted. And lastly, a loose powder. So I really don't want to be biased here and partial to people who tend to use loose powder for under eye baking or concealing, basically fixing their conceal and other part of the face. So there is only one loose powder which I trust. Trust means that trust is built from the time the product is being launched, and I went back and repurchased another tub of it. I personally don't bake onto my face, but this is the powder which I use the most in my summers, is the K Beauty loose powder. ये OMG powder है. Again, very nice packaging. So as much as I remember, they have around 6 to 7 shades, which includes a translucent shade as well. This one is in the shade banana, because banana is more of a universal shade which can be used on almost every skin tone. Now the beauty of this product is it is a finely milled powder. It just brushes off everything and sets the face really well. So if you are someone who prefers only loose powder, get this one. It is super light onto the skin, and you can even use it on the go. You can put it in your bag, just keep your pizza puff or something, dip in, just do the instant touch-ups, and there you are done. This is a banana powder, but I don't see any yellow tint onto my skin. It does not leave a lot of pigment onto my skin. It gently brushes off everything and sets everything and keep everything in place. It is a very beautiful under eye creasing setting powder, because I do suffer from under eye creasing if I tend to put a concealer. This powder sets it all and keeps it in place. So yes, if you want to invest in a loose powder for this summers and you feel, no, I'm a loose powder person, I need something which just quickly fix everything, get this one. You just need one. You do not need 5 powders. So yes, you can buy this, you can buy this as well, and you are sorted for this summer. And there you have some beautiful base makeup product, well done for combination to oily skin and for this summers. Everything will be linked and listed in my description if you are interested in any of the products. If you really loved watching this interesting video, consider giving a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my Instagram @bronzinggeek5. I will see you in another one. Till then, you take care and ta-da!